watching CBS 8 Mornings at 6.
Good morning to you here on this Monday. Hope you had a nice weekend, everyone. It's 6 a.m. I'm Eric Connard.
And I'm Nada Irampour. And let's get you ready for another week here. Work week may be starting for a lot of you. Let's see what the weather will bring. I think the sweaters, we don't need them, right?
I mean, it's going to be feeling like the peak of summer by Wednesday afternoon. Shorts and tank tops for sure. I mean, we have 90s inland that we'll be watching for, 80s out by the coast. That's going to be Wednesday afternoon, so we still have a bit of time. In the meantime, this afternoon, our Monday, it's quite mild out there. We've got partly cloudy skies. Temperatures are going to be in the 70s for this afternoon. Upper 70s inland near 80 degrees, but that warm up really kicks in tomorrow and then peaks on Wednesday as those offshore Santa Ana winds come into play. Right now, out the door, we've got mostly 50s, a couple low 60s out by our coastal communities as we kick off the day. So coming up again, we'll be talking about the decrease in cloud cover, about the drop in humidity that we'll watch for, and about that big climb in temperatures. It's all in just a few. Vanessa Paz has a check of traffic to start off our Monday morning. Good morning.
Good morning. It looks like we have a breakdown on the 8 West right at Pine Valley Bridge, and that may slow things out for you as you head westbound this morning towards the Alpine area. All right, let's go ahead and see what's happening in terms of fog. It looks like it's reduced heavily along the 78 and 76, so right near the Poway neighborhood. Just keep that in mind if you're traveling out of that neighborhood this morning. All right, on the 5 and the 805, we are so far so good. Average speeds anywhere between 65, 70 miles per hour. So as we zoom on into the slowing at the Coronado Bridge, 30-mile-per-hour speeds there as you make your way onto the island and from the Barrio downtown area, and anywhere between 69, 75 coming in from Santee and La Mesa. Coming up in about 8 minutes or so, we'll take a look at what your Monday travel times have in store. Back to you guys.
Thank you very much, Vanessa. Now this morning, police are still looking for the person who hit and killed a 6-year-old boy in City Heights.
Oh, this is just heartbreaking here. This happened Saturday night at the 5400 block of University Avenue. CBS 8's Regina Yarita live outside San Diego Police Headquarters. And we have some details on who police are looking for here, Regina.
Yeah, that's correct. But first, I want to say this is a horrifying crash to report on. San Diego police says a child was hit and killed during a hit and run on Saturday night in the Colina del Sol neighborhood of City Heights. Now, this is video from Saturday. As of right now, police have confirmed that a driver of a 2-door Honda hit the 6-year-old boy and fled the scene. When San Diego police arrived, they found the boy injured on the road. When officers were on scene, they performed CPR, but the child died at the hospital. Now, again, police are searching for a suspect driving a gray or champagne-colored 2-door Honda. The car now has damage to the left front fender and its windshield. At this time, no description has been available for the driver of the vehicle. But if we head back out here live, again, if anyone has any additional information, if anybody witnessed what happened on Saturday night, you are advised to call Crime Stoppers. I'm Regina Urita, CBS 8.
Regina, thank you. New this morning, the Navy is investigating 2 separate aircraft crashes, one of them involving a San Diego-based helicopter team. The incidents happened within 30 minutes of each other yesterday afternoon in the South China Sea. 3 crew members were rescued after their helicopter, based at Naval Air Station North Island, went down during routine operations from the USS Nimitz. Then 2 aviators from the same ship safely ejected when their fighter jet went down. Everyone is safe. This morning, a security guard is in the hospital after being knocked out during a brawl along the San Diego harbor. Police say the fight broke out around midnight early Sunday near the City Cruises on North Harbor Drive. This was after a Halloween cruise. Officers found the guard unconscious and without a pulse, but they were able to revive him. Police arrested 39-year-old Ernesto Molina Jr. for allegedly assaulting the guard. A woman was also taken into custody. Police say she attacked Molina. Harbor police are still investigating.
Today, the La Mesa community will gather to honor fallen police officer Lauren Craven. A public vigil set for 6:30 tonight at the La Mesa Police Department. Candles will be provided. Her memorial service will be held tomorrow morning at Skyline Church in Rancho San Diego with a procession of hundreds of law enforcement vehicles. Officer Craven was killed last Monday night on Interstate 8. She stopped to help a crash victim when another car hit her. The driver of that car was arrested on suspicion of driving under the influence. A man who pleaded guilty in a deadly human smuggling operation is scheduled to be sentenced this morning. Sergio Rojas Fregoso is one of the people arrested in connection to a deadly panga incident in Del Mar, which killed at least 4 people in May. 2 others who pleaded guilty will be sentenced later this week. This morning, San Diego's Democratic Congress members will attempt to access the downtown ICE holding facility. Representatives Scott Peters, Juan Vargas, Mike Levin, and Sarah Jacobs say there are reports that more and more people are being detained during routine immigration check-ins, and that people are being held without access to medical care and proper nutrition. Congressman Vargas and Peters were recently denied entry to the holding facility. It's there in the basement of the federal courthouse. At that time, ICE told them the site is not overcrowded, but refused to let them verify that for themselves.
Well, San Diego FC's historic inaugural season continues with the team's first ever playoff win.
Dreyer, Bombino, cross back in. Dreyer diving in and scores! I see you, Lionel Messi. Anything you can do, I can do too.
How about that? They beat the Portland Timbers 2-1 last night. They'll head to Portland for Game 2 on Saturday. This is a best-of-3 series. Yesterday's sold-out crowd provided an electric atmosphere inside Snapdragon Stadium.
One more, we make history. Inaugural season, we're going all the way, baby. We're stronger than people think we are.
There you go. Star Chucky Lozano did not play due to disciplinary reasons. Head coach Mikey Varas says if there's no setback this week, then he will come back.
I love that many people rallied on a Sunday night.
Right, yeah.
Way to go, everybody.
Yeah.
Supporting our team.
Yeah.
It is difficult to get me like off of the couch on a Sunday afternoon or evening. So that is a lot of energy, and I'm glad to see it. I mean, we're happy to see their inaugural season going well. It was a really mild weekend over the course of both Saturday and Sunday. We saw afternoon sunshine beaming down on us. As we get through this upcoming start of the work week, things are mild. Right now outside, we're mostly in the 50s and 60s. This afternoon will mostly be in the 70s. It is midweek in particular where we are watching for a dramatic warm-up on our afternoon high temperatures. Take a look live outside. This is toward about the Theater District, the UCSD area, where we've got a fair amount of cloud cover toward the top of the screen there. You notice as you look off toward the Pacific, things are quite mild right now. Sunrise is coming at 7:02. That's going to be a great opportunity to kind of see both on our visible satellite loop and from our area cameras where that cloud cover is most intense and where fog could be an issue. But watch for the possibility of that fog as we kick off the day. This is what we're talking about. You can see how those clouds are starting to push as we make our way through the morning stretch. The reason why, and the reason why this happens most of our mornings, is because those winds are onshore, right? It's that cool, moist air that's picking up along the coastline over the open water. And then as the morning starts and those winds push onshore toward the coast, we get a lot of cloud cover. We're going to start to see that wind shift, and offshore winds will become the primary threat. Those offshore winds will kick all of these clouds off of the coast for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Very sunny days in the forecast. It'll drive down our relative humidity. We'll get rid of this fog that we have right now in Ramona and towards some of our coastal communities, and then we'll watch for a big warm up. Inland valleys could be peaking at 95 degrees by Wednesday afternoon. That's our day of peak heat. Coming up, we'll be talking about a heat advisory. Yeah, heat advisory at the end of October that's going to be set to take effect. Vanessa Paz has a check of traffic, kicking off our Monday morning as well. How are things looking?
In such San Diego fashion, of course.
Right.
We're looking at a warm up, right, for Halloween. We have a traffic break on the 15 South. Look out for that. It looks like they are trying to figure out how to patch up a pothole on the freeway. So the 15 right at 163. CHP has requested that they run a traffic break there, so look out for that, especially if you're traveling southbound this morning, let's say in from the Miramar or Mira Mesa neighborhood. We have a breakdown that may slow things down for you on the 8 West right at Pine Valley Bridge. Other than that, we're not really dealing with much to get your work week going. We are having some fog right now. Reported in the Ramona neighborhood right along the 76 and 78 as well as 67. As we zoom on into the South Bay, we're at average speeds anywhere between 60 to 65 miles per hour. Traveling in from the Coronado Bridge down to about 55 mile per hour speed, so not too bad there. And in from Santee as well as La Mesa, we're all in the green. Green always good, and it's what we like to see. 70 mile per hour speeds in from Oceanside and Escondido. I'm going to step out of the way so you can take a quick look at your travel wait times. Anywhere between 25 to 30 from Encinitas down to the top of the Golden Triangle, about a 10-minute ride in from Escondido down to the 163 merge, 15 full span of the 78, and 5 to 7 minutes coming in from the East County headed westbound. And last but not least, here's what it looks like out of the South Bay, about 10 to 15 headed northbound, and we're tapping the brakes pretty heavily now. Full span of the Coronado Bridge will take you about 8 minutes. This is typically about a 3-minute drive, so we're seeing about a 5-minute climb, and average speeds about 17 miles per hour. All right, 6:10 is the time. Easy drives coming in from the border. San Ysidro's port of entry, about 30 minutes for you. And take a look at this, 20 minutes currently inbound from Otay Mesa.